Hello.
Hello.
I hope this worked for everybody. Hello, Zach. Are you on campus? I can't hear you. Is Matt Bellbell with you? No? Okay.
For some reason, my camera is not working.
Huh. Hang on one second. Okay. Do you guys want to, Kate or Zach, do you want to start by pulling up your work?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Uh-huh.
All right.
Who wants to start?
You can start because I'm going to fix my audio problems.
Okay. Kate,
see
if you can share your screen. It doesn't matter if we can't see the camera as long as we can hear you and see your work.
Okay. I don't have it turned off, so I'm not sure what the problem is, but here.
Yeah, me, you can't hear me.
Ah, there's Mindy.
Hi, Mindy. Mindy texts hi. Are you recording?
I am.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of changed my proposal a little bit. So I'll just read it again because it's been a while. Body simulation exhibit. The body simulation exhibit is a human-sized screen that takes a photo of the child and uses his or her photo to create the outline of the body. The outline is filled with body parts, and the child can press on each organ to get information about how it works and how to keep it healthy. The problem statement, the obesity rate of adults in the United States is at 35.7%. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the world. 29 million people in the United States have type 2 diabetes. In a lot of cases, these ailments can be prevented by keeping your body healthy. It is important for children to learn early on how to take care of each part of his or her body. Target audience is 6 to 12-year-olds. Ooh, I'm going to click out of these messages. This exhibit is a touchscreen interactive exhibit that displays parts of the human body that children can press on to gain more information. When the child steps on the platform, a camera will take his or her picture and use the outline of the body to create a simulation of the inside of the child's body. The child will then be able to type his or her name to be displayed on the screen. The child can click on different parts of the body, and a window will pop up with information about the body part and how to keep it healthy. Then the child's parent can enter his or her email address and receive information about what the child did when the child is finished with the exhibit. I thought about having like a printout at the end, but I thought that printing every single child off something was kind of a waste of paper. So, and then this is the screen that I have so far. So they can type in their name. I use Tyler's name. And then I have like an outline of the body, the organs, and then over here where it says organs, bones, muscles, nerves, they'll be able to like click on those, and then different items will pop up. And then just have a little description at the bottom that tells them that they can press on each organ to see how to keep it healthy, and then click on the side panels to see different systems in your body. So that's all I have so far.
Okay, do you have any comments? Mindy, you can type your comments. Oh, so you're hitting the highlights, right? Not every organ or bone.
Well, I kind of had trouble like finding, I mean, obviously these two pictures of like the lungs and the heart and then the other organs don't really match. And I was having trouble finding all the organs to fit into
What is that? What's wrong?
outline.
We're meeting virtually.
Oh, are we today?
Yeah, there. So sit down.
I didn't know that.
Sit down.
Sorry. Hey, Matt, I tried to get your Google Hangout
the show.
account information.
I have
so
a friend.
I'm dead.
Include you.
Hi.
Hello. So Kate is just presenting here.
Okay.
So Kate, I guess what do you think is the biggest takeaway? I mean, I assume that somehow the picture is going to grab the silhouette and then bring that silhouette into the interface.
Yeah, I mean, I figure they can click on one of the organs and then it'll like pop up bigger on the screen and then give more of a description. So that's what I was going to make my other screen look like, is whenever they actually click on the organ. I just hadn't gotten that far yet, but I was just having trouble finding like pictures that fit into this outline or like a different outline that looked better. So I probably need to search around a little bit more, but that's just what I could find.
So this would be someone had clicked on the organs, right?
Yeah, if they clicked on organs and then that's what would pop up. Like if they clicked on bones, the bones inside the body would pop up.
I think what would be kind of neat is if like somehow the silhouette was reflecting, and obviously we don't have to code this, so we don't have to worry about how we're going to make this work. But what if the silhouette started moving if you moved, and you somehow give them a prompt to move? And if I'm in the organ section, all of a sudden you would see the organs start to move. And so, for example, so you'd see the white silhouette like moving to mimic whatever it's capturing in the space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
So maybe once you show them the organs, like maybe some labels come up. I feel like this is kind of two screens at once. Maybe you see Tyler with the silhouette and then you choose organs. And then now instead of seeing your menu on the left-hand side, you have some kind of, you're in the organs section. And then you encourage the person, hey, let's move. Let's see what happens when you start moving. The silhouette moves and then the organs start to react in a certain way. So you can see what happens, when you're doing these things.
I have another friend.
Hi. I guess you guys didn't see my message last night.
I did, but I just came in here anyway. But
yeah, I need to be here anyway.
Yeah, that's me too.
Oh, good. Okay, so it doesn't bother you at all?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. I have my kids are off school today, and I was going to bring one with me, and I'm like, you know what? These guys, a lot of you log in anyway remotely. You're not going to care. So
You're good, Mama. You're good, Mama.
Thanks. We just drank a very big vanilla bean frappuccino at Starbucks.
Look at the giant nerd in her periodic table poster.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Yes, I do actually. I want that. Can I have it?
No, my mom and dad were chemistry majors in college, and that's when they met, and so it's sort of a tribute.
Nerd love.
Okay, back to Kate's project. So, do you kind of understand what I'm saying? It feels like you're showing us a detail of being inside of the organs area. At the same time, you're bringing us into the menu area at the same time. So I'm thinking some of this content needs to be split out.
Right. Okay.
And then you see, okay, let's move. And then maybe do a screenshot of the kid like this, like something moving, and then somehow illuminating those organs in some way to show that they're like vibrating or moving or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So the takeaway is you get to see kind of like peer inside your body, and you get a sense for where these organs are positioned in your body.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can split it into two different screens.
What if the whole concept is what goes on inside you when you move?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Take a look inside your body when you move. And then it does the same thing. If you mock up the organs, we can assume that we're going to see the same kind of animation and detail when we go to other systems in the body.
Okay.
So Kate, for example, so this is the menu. I like the color scheme that you're establishing. If we're going into the organs area, what you might consider doing is kind of putting that blue band on the top or branding it as organs.
Mm-hmm.
And then how do we get back home? Maybe you design some kind of an icon that relates to the overall title, like what happens when we move. And then we see that continual icon, or maybe it's just a home button. I don't know. But maybe it's something more branded that relates to your to the whole theme of the exhibit.
Okay.
And then we can always get back there.
Mm-hmm.
So think about, you might want to like draw out your flow chart to kind of show how you would interact through these different screens. You're going to need that for your final proposal anyway.
Okay.
And that might help you design with your design process.
Okay.
But I think you made some good progress.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
I came in late, but I do like the idea. I really do like the idea, and it's coming more to fruition now.
Okay.
Fruition.
Whatever. I'm not looking at it.
Fruition. But fruition is much better of a word.
It really does look good.
Is it displayed on a wall, or what are we looking at interface-wise?
I think it's more of like a big screen. It's not really a projection. I kind of put the black band around it to kind of make it look sort of like a screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it touch active? I'm sorry, I walked in late a little bit.
Originally, I was going to do it all through like sensors, but I think that kids would kind of have trouble with that, so a touch screen would probably make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any mobility to it, or will it stay in one place?
Well, we were just talking about how maybe the silhouette can move as the child moves, and kind of see how the organs move as the child moves.
No, I meant the piece itself. Is it installable and it stays fixed, or can it go anywhere else?
I guess it could. I mean, all you really would need is a monitor and then some kind of a projector or camera that's capturing the silhouette of the child and some type of background that will be able to detect a silhouette of a body against some type of a background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that idea about moving, though. If you moved around, you could see it move in the 3D almost.
Yeah, I do too.
That'd be cool to turn to the side and see your lungs from the side.
I have no idea how the hell you would make this, but that's okay. We're thinking big, right?
Yeah, true.
I mean, it could be like a 3D model that has some pre-programmed animations that would, I'm not sure how you would do it.
Yeah, it just follows your silhouette, and then it could put it over it.
Right.
And recognize as you move.
So would I just include that in my in my description of it? That as
I don't think you have to worry about how technically it will be made. I think you just provide a very accurate description of what it will look like and how it will react.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't necessarily worry about the details of how to make it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're proposing exhibits here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Laura, can you not hear us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Do you want to, you're in the same situation as somebody else. I think Mindy maybe. Do you have work to show?
Yeah, I do. I can go next if you
So I'm going to switch over to you and then just go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
And then you guys who are all in the classroom, you can jump in on Zach's account to show your work if you have work to show.
Okay.
When is this due?
That is a good question. I have no idea. I'll check. Hold on, I got to text somebody back. Hold on 1 second.
Is it due this week or next week?
I think next week. Let's make it next week. Because then we'll all be together.
Okay.
Huh?
It's one more crit in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's due next Tuesday?
Yes. That still gives you plenty of time to work on Project 3. And I'll send you an announcement so that you guys can show these projects or preliminary ideas for Project 3.
Project 3 is not on World Classroom yet.
I know. I'm changing something about it, and I just haven't done that yet. So I'll do it today. I'll give you guys a whole week to look at it. And so next week you can present these final projects, and if you have any preliminary ideas for 3.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
I think I went to Adobe Max last week. Did any of you guys go to that anything with the Careers Week?
Nope.
I did.
I went to the internship fair.
Good. Was it good?
Yeah, there was a lot of cool businesses and places there.
Okay.
I did internship fair too, and had to do some study abroad workshops, but those weren't part of career fair, but kind of.
Okay, Laura, while you're firing up,
Mine's not letting me screen share.
Kate, did you release the screens?
Yeah, I did.
You don't see your green button?
I do, but it's not letting me, like I keep clicking it and there's no options popping up. So I don't know why it's not. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I got it. Which
Okay.
one?
I was looking for the thing where I can draw a mustache on.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So the summary for mine is Space Adventures is an interactive game that teaches children about relative distance and the different environments on each planet in the solar system. Players will have the option to choose a planet to explore. And once they choose the planet, a screen will display how long it will take to reach that planet. And then when the player arrives, he or she will then be given 5 objects to find on the planet. Each time an object is found, the player will be presented with a fun fact about the planet. And after all the objects are found, the player will have the option to return to the space station on Earth or to travel to another planet. The problem statement, the educational objective is to teach children about the different environments of each planet and about relative distance. According to the National Math and Science Initiative, American students are falling behind other countries in science, and U.S. students ranked 20th out of 34 countries in science, and therefore implementing games such as Space Adventures can assist children with learning about science in a fun and interactive way.
Laura, that is just beautiful. And I noticed, Kate, you did that too, bringing in statistics about the obesity epidemic. That is lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, the stats, that really helps build your case.
Thanks.
You do realize you can't land on the surface of Jupiter or Saturn?
I know, you're just supposed to use your imagination for this.
No.
All right, so the target audience is of Space Adventures
Obviously not.
is children age 6 to 12. Then the description of the game. Space Adventures will be featured at the Science Center. The game will be inside of a miniature spaceship where there will be a seat with a steering wheel in front with a gear shift to the right of the seat. There will also be a gas and brake pedal underneath the steering wheel. The windshield of the ship will be a large screen where the player will view the game. And then to start the game, the player will sit on the chair and press the start button with the gear shift. The player will be presented with pictures of 8 of the it'd be 7 of the planets, and will be allowed to choose one to travel to. Once the player has made their selection, the screen will give a 10-second countdown till takeoff. The screen will show the spaceship traveling to the planet and will inform the player how long it will take to travel from Earth to the planet. When the player reaches the planet, a prompt will pop up telling them the 5 items they need to find. Then the screen will show what the environment is like and will also play sound effects such as strong winds if the planet is extremely windy. The player will then be able to navigate through the planet by using the steering wheel and the pedals. And when the player has found the object, a fun fact will pop up about the planet. And then once all the objects are found, the screen will give the option for the player to return to Earth or to a different planet. And then these aren't my final mock-ups. These are kind of, I don't think, these are just small ones I came up with. So this would be the menu, and then this would be the screen you would select the planet for. And then that's all I have so far.
Uh-huh. I feel like I'm about to go on Space Mountain.
Yeah. Good.
Do you guys have any questions or comments? Mindy has a comment over here. And also, I think back to Zach's point about not being able to land on certain planets, I think that's part of the learning experience. If you choose to go to that planet, you're not going to be able to land, you know?
Yeah. I know. I was just kind of.
Here's what you can do.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did interject again. I should really just be graded on how much I provide to these two people. What you can do is, because also you should include Pluto. Personal opinion, but you should.
Pluto is back.
Pluto is back, baby. What you should do is NASA. Well, for one, for Venus, pressure's so big you can't survive. What you can do is for Venus, and the gas giants is you can have your spacecraft either be have a balloon or a plane option. Preferably a balloon, because actually there have been balloon spacecraft on Venus.
Okay.
Just think of something like the Magic School Bus, where it's an all-in-one thing that's crazy.
Okay, that's a good idea.
On the Magic School Bus.
Okay, my only comment to you, Laura. Oh, wait, did you see Mindy's comment? What kind of objects are they going to find on the planets? Are they based in real things like rock types, or symbolic of things you can learn on the planet that you wouldn't find, like a toy of the bisected planet to see its core, or photo or something?
Yeah, I was just going to do symbolic things like that. I didn't really figure that out, but that's something kind of similar to what I was considering to putting on that.
And once again, you know, if this is iconographic, like how do we get back? How do you return home? You might need to design an icon that allows you to come back and travel to another planet.
Okay.
So I would give you the same advice I'm giving Kate. Take a break from the interface and start to diagram, you know, what are going to be you need to make a flow chart.
Okay.
And your flow chart's going to it's going to be a different feel than the flow chart that you've created for your websites. It's not like a tree navigation. It's more, you know, it's more sporadic, and there are different paths and all of that kind of thing. So I would diagram that out, and then you'll realize where you have to give controls to people to get back to certain places.
Okay.
My biggest comment with your interface is, can you scroll up just a little bit? Scroll down so we can see that yellow typeface. It feels like it's just slapped on the top, and it doesn't look like it's at all spacey at all. Okay. You know, it looks like somebody took a magic marker and wrote that on top of this cool, high-tech looking image in the background.
Okay, can I suggest something? All right. I have a font for you.
Oh, good. I was looking for one.
Good.
Because, you know what? Because, of course, I would. Again, can I just be graded on giving these people help? The font is called. I'll link to it in here. Every computer I have owned since like 2006 I've put a copy of this font on. Where's my chat button? There it is. It's called Nasaization, which is actually a great pun, and it's based on the old NASA worm logo. And anything spacey, use this font. Whenever you, and so it's based on the old font, but write everything in capitals, because the A is the A and the P and the R and the S. Just write everything in capitals, okay?
Okay, awesome. I'll have to look at that.
That is the old, it's the old NASA, actually have an old I have an actually designed booklet based on how to use this font. Where's my screen? Oh, I'll bring it in.
Okay.
And so it's based on the old NASA font, and so I think that would be a good. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so like anything spacey uses this font, so
Okay.
it's just symbolic of the space program. So I think that's a good font for you to use. I linked it in chat.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, it was even on the space shuttle.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right. Mindy, are you going to be able to present, or should we just wait? I can schedule another critique on Friday or Saturday if that helps people out. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So how about you dudes in the classroom?
I'm good. I really need, like, I know more now what I need to do for the next step. Yeah, more or less today.
Would it help you guys out if we did a critique over the weekend
Do you have
or Friday?
I can do
Yeah, I can
Saturday.
do one on Friday or
Okay.
Yeah,
Saturdays.
I work on the weekends. I'm sorry.
Okay, why don't we, I'll just plan one. I'll send a message out to you guys. I'll have project 3 posted so we can talk about that too. And then we can talk about, I'll schedule it Friday at 9 o'clock, so same time.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Do we have to include the flow chart on our final project, or is that just to help us organize stuff?
I think, I can't remember how I wrote the assignment sheet. I think anything to explain how it works is going to be helpful. Let me just pull up.
Oh, there's an app.
Oh no, you can do it online.
Okay. Yeah, I can come up.
Hold
Yeah.
on a
Hang on a
second.
second. That way you have to reach over my shoulder.
Somebody go next and we'll start.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
I'm trying to get an answer to your question, Laura.
Okay.
Okay, so um, there we go. Okay. So it says, a problem statement, target audience description, show a description of the game and activity, the setting and how it works. Use diagrams, mock-ups, pictures, etc. to show where the activity will be located within the museum environment and how it will work. So it's a little bit ambiguous, but I certainly think that a flow chart that explains the architecture of the system would be useful.
Okay.
You know, if you're going to bother creating it to help your thinking, I think your project will be stronger if you know, to diagram, here's what the experience is going to look like for the user.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I think it would be I think your flowcharts are actually going to be pretty simple. You know, yours would be, Laura, like, okay, the home screen, you click start, then you go to select your planet. Then you go to a screen that's like the transfer, like the travel experience. So it's counting down the days and the wind and all of that. And then you get there.
Okay.
And then always in the corner, you have an icon to go back home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
okay.
I would see that kind of path coming from each one of those planets.
Okay.
Oh, Mindy asked for a specific finished example. I do have a really good one to show you guys. I wonder if I'll post it online, but go ahead, Zach, why don't you go ahead and get set up, and I'll see if I can add this into World Classroom real quick so you guys can see something. So go ahead and take over our screen, Zach.
All right, just give me one moment. Gotta
Okay.
load up my thing.
Okay.
So I changed up my project a little bit, and by that I mean I thought of a completely better idea that's a lot less complicated.
Okay.
So I'm basing my project of something that I saw down in Kennedy Space Center.
Okay.
And this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I'm going to pull up a photo of it. Oh, they also have one in Houston. Let me share my screen. Where to go? That's not it. There you go. Application window. Share that. Alrighty. So my idea is this kiosk, the front of the shuttle right here. The front of the shuttle is actually very small. So what they have in Kennedy, I'm hearing echo. Who's
That was
echo?
me, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm muted.
Okay. So inside this front of the shuttle, where did I put the other photo? I'm sorry. I was so much listening to you that I lost track of what I was doing. Well, inside the front of the shuttle is the cockpit. Now, what I've done in Florida is that you can actually sit down. They have these things where you can sit down and land the shuttle.
Mhm.
So that's kind of going to be my exhibit. It's going to be like a full-size space shuttle cockpit. We can sit down in there and then take control and see if you can bring the space shuttle home. It's obviously going to be a lot easier than normal because when you bring the space shuttle home, you're flying a giant brick.
Right. Well,
And so the thing that sets this apart from a mobile phone is that you have the entire cockpit in front of you, you have the joystick, and you have the screen.
right. I think I've seen something like this, like a flight simulator that was built into like a cockpit that was actually built, in a museum.
Mhm.
And the only thing I think it's a good idea. I think the only thing I would warn you against is overcomplicating the interface. I think
Oh
sitting
no,
down,
I would not over. I'm not. The thing is that all this is going to be for show. The only thing that will be for use is the joystick and the screen. All that stuff you will not be able to touch.
well, I would provide some kind of feedback so that you remember we
Well, yeah, I
wanted
mean,
this.
it'll show. I mean, like the screens will show stuff, but it's going to be simplified. It's not going to be like the crazy. Like if I showed you the actual inside of a space shuttle.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. But what are some of the principal things that you want to show? What are the principal things that you want kids to learn about landing it? You have to do
how that you actually had to do it manually.
right. So you're going to be controlling direction, right? So you want to hit the runway.
Well, yeah. So like the joystick, obviously, you're going to be having to fly it. One screen, like on these little data screens, a screen will show your altitude. A screen will show your what do they call it? Your up and down.
Your altitude.
No. Your pitch.
Your pitch.
Like your pitch, roll, and yaw, like showing that you're level.
Mhm.
It won't be any of these crazy diagrams, which I actually know how to read. Don't judge me. What? I have a sad life.
Did you see Mindy's comment here?
No, I did not. What did she say?
She's saying Disney has a ride very similar with a simple design. You just have a joystick.
That's a roller coaster. Well, no. Well, what I'm doing is, let me show you what I'm looking at. This is just going in the Science Center. This is just going. So the Science Center already has a flight simulator exhibit. This would be adding to it.
Okay. Well, what if somehow if you made mistakes, the physical environment reacted?
Oh,
I mean,
no, they roll. They roll. These things roll. You can have rolling and non-rolling versions. The ones at the Science Center roll and everything. Actually, I've done one of these where we rolled, and the story about that is I was trying to take it easy and nice. My brother hit the switch control system, and he turned us upside down and whacked me into the side of the wall, and he put me into a barrel roll down into the middle of the water.
Okay, well, I would articulate these ideas too. I mean,
Well, yeah. And actually, there's actually something that I also want to point out about the NASA runway that will provide an extra challenge. There's water all around it and in front of it. And if you miss, you're ditching the shuttle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I never got why they did that, but that's an added challenge. And of course, in my version, I'll probably have an option to remove that water, say if you like, just to add for like on extremely easy option. Because if you miss by that, you'll still be able to land instead of, goodbye all hope.
Okay. All right.
You don't seem very confident about this.
Well, it seems like you're recreating something that already exists. And I think there's a lot of expense involved in building something like this because you have to build this big physical thing. And
well, I mean, it doesn't have to be the size of the space shuttle.
No, I know.
I mean, or anything like it could, like, to be honest, if okay, I see what you mean.
And I don't know if we're getting much more out of this than playing a video game at home.
Well, the fact that you're inside, well, at home you can't be inside the cockpit of the space shuttle.
Okay.
I mean, these don't have to be actual switches. This could just be like a wallpaper put on with the graphic of the cockpit. Yeah, it won't be.
Well, think about. I'd like to see more of a mock-up of the screen, and maybe there are multiple screens, so we not only see where we are, like coming in for the landing, but we also should see some diagrams of like what our altitude is and our pitch and how to straighten that out. And
I said that already.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing it in your mock-ups. So
no, I don't have mock-ups yet.
Those mock-ups should be very clear so that we understand exactly what you're thinking.
It's muted. Here, I'll move the machine.
Hey, Brian, are you presenting?
Yeah. Tell her yes, but I've had to move around the room.
Okay, I can hear you, Brian. Do you want me to click on your icon? Are you going to present from your computer, or are you just going to go on Zach's?
I'm going to use mine.
Okay. All right, well, we're ready for you. And by the way, I just got this. When you're done, Brian, I'm going to show you an example because Mindy asked about an example. So tell me when you're ready because I'm just setting that up right now.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
Hey, I'm ready.
Okay.
And kept the 2 paragraphs of copy as my research paragraphs in the summary of the project.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I remember your project now. Good. I like your statement. Okay, so why don't you, I remember, Brian, I remember your project. Can you show how you've changed it? Ooh, I can't hear anybody. Brian, I can't hear you.
Not do it.
Okay. Patients will now use smartphones
Good.
or tablets and download the hands-on art application to their device. So the photographs they take can be uploaded at a photo editing station on the floor by the app. And this station's enabled with photo editing software. I put a TBD down on that because those are my actual interface design. And after the patient is satisfied, the new art's viewable on flat screen monitors throughout the floor. That's an original outcomes paragraph from my first presentation. Images assembled obviously will change based on the patient's likes and backgrounds. That's an example of one of the monitors in a hallway. And the art can also be viewed on a gallery TV channel in each patient's room through the app. And the portable ones allow restricted patients to participate by uploading from their bedside. And then from that slide, I was going to go into my interfaces because I have to develop, and I've messed around with it. It's almost like as simple as wireframes. It's really just gradient boxes that kind of outline a simple photo editing software. And what I wanted to bring to the class today was a question. What kind of basic buttons we put on the most bare bones video editing software we can make?
Video?
No, excuse me, photo editing software.
Move.
Move, obviously.
Select.
Zoom.
You might.
Zoom.
I have a real simple photo editing application on my phone because I might take pictures and want to put them on my blog real quick, or So I would download some of those and take a look at what kind of features they have. So for example,
yeah, and inspire from that. Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to use this tablet format to, just kind of move the viewer through the screens, or the client or whatever, and maybe have up to 2 slides of that, and then attach my outcomes with more mock-ups of the thing in action at the end. So I was actually going to put my outcomes at the end with more research reference because I got other research to quote.
yes. So I think. But look at Mindy's message too. She says, look at Instagram's options. Filters would be a good option to have them to use. I think this is so much more practical and exciting than what you conceived initially.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have as much cost involved, but yet there's so much feedback. So it's kind of like an art creation / social networking app that is for patients and visitors at the hospital. So people get to enjoy the art, and the patients, it gives them something to do and to connect with some of these other kids as well.
It does. And the station does not have to be big.
No. I think that when you're thinking about your interface, and again, I think you're at a position now where you might want to flow chart it out. Because I would like to see you differentiate this from the apps that we're talking about. It would be wonderful if I could click on images and learn about the person that created them. At
At the workstation?
Well,
Or no, actually, you could probably do that anywhere in the hospital. So you're saying the interfaces would almost imply a flow chart if I want to put other activities like art history, fun facts about pictures, and things like that, right?
or artist notes, for example. Let's say that, let's say you have, we're talking about 2 different things. The display monitors that are just showing information about the artist and showing the art itself, right? So like the one that we're looking at right now, that's something that a visitor is going to see. Well, maybe it's a touch screen where I can click on a home button, or maybe there's some icons on the side where I can learn more about the patient, or I can see their other art, or I can navigate in some way. Then if it stayed idle for a little while, then it would go back to a rotating slideshow, right? So it's kind of like
that out. Sure, I got it.
So that's one way that we're interacting with it as the viewer, the casual viewer. But then there's another way we're interacting with it as the artist, right? So as the artist, I should be able to do things with my image, edit my bio, take a picture of myself, talk about my work, that kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I would flow chart it out. If you can do that before Friday, that might be helpful to like flow chart it out. What is the artist going to be able to do? And just sketch it out. Just draw it out. Like, okay, I get to the home screen. Then I have this choice, this choice, this choice.
Yeah.
Then I can do this. Then I can edit my art. Then I can save my art. Then I can add my bio. I can do this. I can see what's new from the other artists. Or so there's going to be a way that I'm going to interact with the system as an artist, and a way that I'm going to interact with the system as a visitor who encounters the art on the wall.
I get it. I get it. This kind of lends itself to doing slides in kiosk mode. Can I do like an interactive flow through kiosk slides?
I'm not sure what you mean.
In your intro to digital media class, we did a decision tree project using kiosk mode in PowerPoint.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's funny that you should mention that, because after going to Adobe Max,
Yeah.
you know, and we all have access to Adobe software now, I've been thinking about other ways to do that project. You know, that would be more, I think that would get students more excited about creating interactive applications.
Oh, you can do it on AEM.
Well, yeah, or there's a program called Adobe Muse. And I don't know that much about it at this point, but that's one of the things that I'm thinking about integrating into Project 3, because you can create interactive click-throughs very easily. And so I'm going to take a little look at Adobe Muse, and I may have you guys use that program for your final delivery of Project 3.
Okay, well, I'm not going to try it here, but I'm willing. I'm interested in experimenting with kiosk mode to show how the workstation is going to work.
That's great if you wanted to, you know, as your final deliverable, is part of your final deliverable for the project.
Yeah, unless it ties me up, you know. And
Yeah.
I'll know quickly if I'm going to eat a ton of time on it.
You would be doing more work than you necessarily needed to do.
I'm not at that point in my semester right now for that.
I would just say, you know, on your very last screen, you have some mock-ups set up. Like,
yeah.
Can you go?
Sure.
I think your proposal is really good so far. I'm not real crazy about your brown and light blue color scheme, but I might consider going a little bit more neutral so that your interface and everything really stands out.
Oh, for my color scheme? Yeah, that's fine.
But I think that you're going to find that there's too much detail to show 3 screens at this scale. I would probably think about just showing one per slide, you know.
Okay, good tip. Thank you. All right.
But I think the project is really exciting and really cool, and they're so strong because you guys are finding real justifications for this kind of work, you know?
I'm glad. Yeah, there's plenty of art therapy research out there to draw on. So
yeah,
I'm on good ground with that.
Yeah, good. Okay, guys. Well, oh, here, let me show you something really quickly. I'm going to take over your screens. And I do have at least one example, and I just uploaded it really quickly. Under Project 2, I just added this example project. So this was a Fossil Dig interactive game exhibit proposal. Can you guys all see this?
Yep.
I will honestly just copy this.
So he is employing this specific table for his Dino Dig.
Oh, I see.
So this is kind of a
She went quiet, didn't she?
She did.
So does that give you a sense of what's expected?
Yes, thank you. It does.
There's definitely a theme.
Yeah. So that is now, if you guys go look at project 2, I think that was probably one of the best ones from last year, but I'll see if I can find another one. I've only done this now. This is only the second time I've done this project, so I don't have tons of examples. But the diagrams are very dependent on, they're really dependent on what your topic is and how much information, you know, what you need to support your idea, to communicate your ideas. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Oh, Mindy says yes. Okay. Well, I don't have any more for you guys. Let's plan on, if anybody wants a critique on Friday, then I will set that up. I'll announce it to everybody now. Matt, you're the only person whose Google Hangout, I don't have your Google address. So can you get
Sounds
that to me?
good.
What? Matt, can you hear me?
What? No,
You're the
I
only
can't.
person-
Sorry.
You're the only person whose Google account I don't have.
There you go. Say again. I'm sorry.
Matthew, you're the only one whose Google account I don't have.
The only Google account? I don't think I have a Google account. I'll have to check on that.
Okay, go ahead and sign up for it. And if you have trouble, if you're on campus on Thursday, I'm going to be around all morning on Thursday until about 1.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw, I had to shift my office hours and everything this week. So I'm around from 9 to 1. I can help you in person, or just try to set it up and we can do a test if you want to get on a critique on Friday. But we'll be back in the classroom on Tuesday as well.
And that example you gave real quickly, is that like the final, all that you want to see, or do you want to see like interface designs for like if there's an interface?
There were some interface designs incorporated in that.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the whole package. It's just one PDF file.
Okay, cool. And then just, yeah, just show some interfaces and some interactiveness.
Mm-hmm. So we get a great sense for, like, it'd be something that you'd hand to a museum. Like, my company wants to build this for you.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Got it?
That just answers a lot of things. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. And I'll get to work on I'll get to work on project 3 for you guys.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Enjoy your day with your kids. Thank you.
Well, I'm back on campus. I got to go to my freshman seminar at 1:30, so I'm ditching them then.
Okay.
I think I'll shower though now.
Okay. Good for you.
Ew.
All right, bye guys.
All right. Bye.